JavaScript comes with really useful methods that you can use on arrays. Let's go and explore some of these methods. I will go to MDN, then look for array. And here you have the list of methods that you can use. Let's start off with the join method. Here you have its definition. It says that the join method joins all elements of one array into a string and returns that string. If you go down here, we have examples. So let's play with this method. Let's create an array of fruits. And here, let's create a new variable. Then to this variable, I will use array.join. And we won't give it any argument. And now let's console log this variable. So great, we have the array items joined in one string with a comma. I can check if it is a string using the type of. Great, it says that this is a string. So let's remove this type of line. Great. The join method accepts arguments which will be used to join the array items. For example, if I use a string with a star, I have a star after each element, except for the last one. If I want to separate them with dashes, I can give it a dash here. And we have what we want. Great. I just want space. So here I can add a string with a white space. If I want them combined together, I can give an empty string, so I will remove this space. And now they are combined together. Great. Let's move to the next method, the concat method. Here it says that the concat method is used to merge two or more arrays and returns a new array. So let's go to the text editor and make use of the concat method. Let's create another array. Then let's use the concat method. But remember, you have to assign the result to a variable. Then let's console log the first array. Then let's console log the second one. And let's console log the result of the concat method. Great. Here we can notice that the first and the second arrays has not been changed. And for the third one, the result of the concat method, we have the first and the second arrays merged. The concat method is really simple. Let's move to the next method. The index of method. This method is really useful. The index of method returns the first index at which a given element can be found in the array. And if that element is not in the array, it will return -1. So let's go to the text editor and explain it. And create an array of cars. Now what if you want to get the index of this specific car? Well, you can make use of index of method. Let's console log index of and give to the index of method this element. And now it returns the right index. Great. If you give it this element, it will return a different index. But what if you give it an element that is not in the array? For example, you give it this car. This car is not in the array. So the index of method will return -1. This means that you can make use of this method to find out if a specific element is in your array. So let's write a simple JavaScript program that does that. So here I have the array, then a new variable for what I'm looking for, and here let's use an if statement. If array.index of and we give it the item as an argument is equal to -1, this means that this item is not in the array. And here I will console log not in the array. Else this means that the index of method gave us the index of that element. We will console log in the array. And now let's try it with an element that is in the array. It says in the array. Let's try another one that is in the array. It says in the array. But if we try an element that is not in the array, it will say not in the array. Great. So this index of method can be really useful. Now go to the MDN website, and here you have a list of methods that you can use. Go ahead and feel free to play with each one.